بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. We've been talking about the essentials of qadr wa qada. We talked about how the meaning of each word separately can be used interchangeably, but when you use them together, qadr wa qada, we're talking about decree and destiny. We gave some ayahs from Quran that indicate the qadar of Allah, that no disaster strikes on the earth or among yourselves except that it is in a register before we bring it into existence, and indeed this is easy for Allah. This is Surah Hadid, ayah number 22. We talked about how qadr is one of the six pillars, the six articles of Aqidah, the last of them. Belief in the qadr, the good and the bad of it, is essential for every Muslim. We gave some definitions for qada and qadr. Qadr is the decree, the scope, the extent. Please, guys. The qadr is the scope, the quantity, the scale, the rate, the measure, and the qada is the end of the qadr. So when you say qadr and qada, you're talking about the decree and you're talking about the destiny, the end. Imam Ali, Ibn Abi Talib, said that decree is like a soul and action is like a body. So you have to take action with qadr. You don't just sit and let the qadr roll over you. There's actions that are involved in qadr, and Imam Ali said that it is like action, and the decree is like soul, and action is like the body. The soul without body cannot be discerned, and body without soul has no life. So you need to act, and we gave a hadith to the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam where he told his Sahaba that none of you, not one of you doesn't have his place already assigned in the heaven and in the hellfire. And they asked him, should they depend on that? He said, no, for each of you will find easy to do those things that take you to your qadr. So that's to catch us up from the other two sessions. This evening, I'm going to share with you a hadith from Imam Ali. It's about him. It says, it is related that a man came to Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib and said, "Oh, commander of the faithful, inform me about decree, qadr." Imam replied, "It is a deep sea, do not enter it." The man asked, "O commander of the faithful, tell me about decree." Imam Ali said, "It is a dark road, don't set foot on it." The man said, "O commander of the faithful, inform me about the decree." Ali said, "It is Allah's secret, do not carry the burden." The man again said, "Inform me about the decree." Ali radiallahu anhu said, "If you refuse my advice, I will ask you, was the mercy of Allah before the deeds of the slave, or was the deeds of the slave before the mercy of Allah?" The man said, "The mercy of Allah was bestowed upon the slave before his deeds." Ali said, "Get up and greet your brother, for now you have embraced Islam before he was a kafir." The man went away, not far. Then again, the man turned to Imam Ali and asked, "Is it by the original wish of Allah that we get up, sit down, or are constricted and expanded?" So the Imam commented, "You are still within the wish of Allah, but I would ask you three things. Tell me, did Allah shape his slave or as he wished or as they wished?" The man said, "As he wished." Imam Ali said, "Did Allah create the slave for what he wants them or for what they want?" The man said, "For what he wants." Imam Ali said, "Do they come to him on the day of judgment as he wants or as they want?" The man said, "They come to him as he wants." Imam Ali said, "Now get up. There is nothing more for you as far as the will of Allah is concerned." So what's being said here is that qadr is according to the purposes of Allah. It's not according to purposes of you or what you would like to have, or the way you think things ought to be. Many people say, well, I wish I knew what my qada was. I wish I knew, what my ending was, what my journey was. We want to always look down the road ahead. But people fail to realize that if Allah showed you your qada, your end, then you would have to accept it and be content with it, whatever it was. Now, since this is the case, how many of us are really ready to deal with that if Allah showed you what your end is? He may show you're going to die in a car wreck down on the freeway. How could you live after that? Or you're going to fall off a mountain, or the plane is going to crash, or you're going to die in the bed, or you're going to be walking home from dinner and somebody's going to shoot you. Allah knows. So this is what people don't consider when they really want to know what's going to happen next. What's going to happen next? Well, you don't know, and it's a rahmah from Allah in most cases that you don't know. And then Sheikh Fadlullah Hariri, who wrote a book called Decree and Destiny, he says insights into the future are only given to those who can take the burden of it. He said that this only happens when nothing but the self, nothing of the self remains. This means that the slave has to be content with what and accept the decree of Allah until he finds no resistance in himself to it. There's no desire on his part for it to be different. Someone that you love passes away. The believer, the one who has comprehended some portion of qadr, understands that this could not have been any other way. The one with weak iman or the one with no iman, they start to believe, well, if only the doctor had got there at such and such a time, or only I had taken them to this place instead of that place, or if only I had woke up 5 minutes earlier. This has no factor in this. This is the qadr of Allah, and you have to accept it and be content and do what Allah said to do when disaster strikes, which is to say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un, that we belong to Allah and to Allah is our return. If you say anything other than that, you're wrong. If you say, oh Allah, why did you take my, or my husband I love, or my sister I love, or Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. This is it. And as it says, this will only happen when nothing of the self remains, when your ego, when your sense of what you want has been dissipated. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَاسْتَعِينُوا بِالصَّبْرِ وَالصَّلَاةِ وَإِنَّهَا لَكَبِيرَةٌ إِلَّا عَلَى الْخَاشِعِينَ الَّذِينَ يَظُنُّونَ أَنَّهُم مُّلَاقُو رَبِّهِمْ وَأَنَّهُمْ إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ. Sadaqallahu al-Azim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and persevere with patience and prayer. And this is hard, except for the one who comes with a humble spirit, no self, and knows that he belongs to Allah, and to Allah is his return. So destiny is the end product of decree. Destiny is the judgment. And since the ultimate qada of this dunya is death, then the one who strives for insight into qadr has to prepare his or herself for this end by following the rules of Allah as much as they can while they're in the life of this dunya and have certainty, yaqeen. Now, oddly enough, another name for death is what? Yaqeen. Certainty. So you have to prepare yourself. The life of this world is not about what you gather, what you put together. It's about your preparation for the true life, for the life of the akhir, for the life after you separate from your body. An example, in closing, is it was said that Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, when he wanted to fight those who came out against him, Muawiyah and in one case, the Battle of Siffin, the people of Mecca, under the leadership of Aisha, and came out to fight Imam Ali. His followers said to him, would it not be better if you take care and be on your guard? Imam Ali declared, which day should I run away from death? Is it the day which was not destined, or is it the day that it was destined? So on the day that it was not destined, I have nothing to fear. And on the day it was destined, no amount of caution will be of any good to me. So when you understand this, when you see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then you start to go into the realms of understanding of qadr. But this requires you to get rid of your ego, get rid of yourself, get rid of your desires, submit yourself totally to the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is why Imam Ali told the man, it's a dark road, don't go down there, because most people can't do this. Very difficult. That's why it says a deep ocean, don't go into it. You're better off just living your life step at a time. But some people are such that Allah has given them the tawfiq to want to move closer, to remove what they call the veils of deception between themselves and Allah. And this hayat al-dunya is basically one veil of deception after another between you and Allah. The hadith says there's 70,000 veils of deception between you and Allah. And only on the day that you die are all of these veils removed, and Allah says, now your sight is clear. Now you see the reality, and you see that Allah is the only reality. We got about 2 minutes, so I'm going to stop here. If anyone has any questions or comments or anything they want to say, now is the time to do it. Yes?
A couple of things. When you say deception, can you give us a little clarity on why you call that deception?
Well, because you think that if the doctor got there 5 minutes earlier, he could have saved whoever died. That's a deception. If you think that things in the life of this world could have been different, that's a deception.
Muslims in America, which is a topic that we all need to understand and really, really understand the meaning of Muslims, Islam, and how we live, and what we think, and the way we treat our family, our children, and the way we do business in America. So,